Hey, we're Current Swell, and you're watching 101.9 KINK Radio in the Skype live studio.
That's Current Swell right there. They just played their hearts out for you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for taking time out.
Thank you for having the time for us.
You guys are repeat offenders here in the Skype live studio. Back when it was the Bing Lounge, I think.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. It hasn't changed, and that's good, because this place is awesome.
Still has a nice tone, doesn't it?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes, it's a hot room. It's no Star Theater, but we're doing our best. That's where they're going to play tonight, if you want to see some more Current Swell. Something special is happening today in Current Swell world. What is that?
Our album drops today, May 12th. It's such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling.
I mean, a lot of hard work goes into it. So, and how long has it been done? How long before? How much time has elapsed between when you finished the last song and the album coming out today?
Well, I think we finished in November.
We worked. Yeah, it's been 5 or 6, a good few months.
Yeah.
Which is
You're like, why can't you just put it out? It's done.
Come on.
They're like, let us plug it into the machine. Let the machine do its work.
Is it the machine, or is it the fine tuning and engineering, or was all that done in November?
Oh no, I think the gentleman Jakir King, who produced the record, took a month off between from when we finished to mixing, and then he mixed a month later.
I see.
I don't know if it was to give his ears like a healthy rest, which I think is like wise to do sometimes, but I think he's just a busy guy, and that's kind of like how he scheduled it in. And then, you got to make album graphics and, like, content, like music videos that are so fun. And
Did you have to call? You brought up your producer, and I wanted to talk about that. Did he make you call him Mr. King?
I wish.
Dr. King.
So for those of you that don't know, they brought in a producer for this record. What's his first name again? Shakir King. He's produced records for some huge names. He's won like 190 Grammys in the process, and it's a big deal to get to work with him, I would assume.
Absolutely.
Now, something that's come up in a lot of the interview prep that I did before this interview was this producer, and I guess there was a thing early on when you went to Nashville. That's where the recording process started. True or false?
Yes.
Okay. True. And then you're working with Mr. King, and he kind of gave you guys the old slap on the wrist.
He did. Yeah, it was one of those. I think what happened is just we were really excited to be there, and we kind of were like, starting to track the first song, and he kind of came, like, we were like talking on the mics back and forth, and just like really excited, and kind of was just like, hey guys, come on, like, let's get this together. Let's get some cohesion, and let's get some momentum going, and so he kind of gave us a big, like, he was like, oh, Dad's mad.
Right. He was kind of like, I remember he was saying a lot of things, but there was like, we gotta be men about this, and like all these great cliched things that we're like, oh, that works. There's nothing worse than when someone's like, be a man and do it. And you're like, you know what? I think I know what he means. I just gotta play harder or better. Is that what it means?
I know. Sounds like you got a talking to is what they would have called that.
It was good.
It's like when it's in the Brady Bunch when the kids used to have to go in the den to see Dad, and you give them the old talking to.
Yeah.
That was you. You were Peter.
And it worked. Like we went out for dinner that night, and after the first session, we were like, listen, this guy's the captain of this ship. We haven't made a record like this before.
Sure.
This is what we wanted to do. And so, if this guy says jump, ask him how high and do it. And the next day was just a different experience altogether. We just, he was really stoked by the end of the day, and it was good.
Well, congrats on album number 6. That's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
I was listening to an interview or a podcast or something you did. There's a story about a lyric that ended up on one of the songs, and it was about your neighbor. Do you remember telling the story?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you share that with us?
Yeah, it was just one, like when we were writing, we wrote at my house. I had a kind of a big master bedroom upstairs that overlooked the whole neighborhood, and while we were writing, we kind of were just like freestyling lyrics for this one song that Dave started to write, and he was just like he had his headphones on, he was like looking out the window, and every single day my neighbor across the street, most lovely lady, she's in the garden on her lawn, like just manicuring it all day long, every day.
Like she was edging for eternity.
Yeah.
edge the sidewalk, then re-edge.
Yeah.
Edge. She was killing it. So we were just, I think one of us was freestyling, because sometimes when you're hunting for lyrics, you'll just like, just go spit a verse and try to make some rhymes and
find melodies and whatever.
Find melodies and then it was like, across the street, the woman's in the garden again, and it painted this. You'll hear that one a little bit later. But
yeah, I was like, I remember being like stuff. I was like, whoa! I was like, that lyric's awesome. Like, he's like, just write it down. And then I told her, and she lost it. She's like, really? Because I told her that we wrote a song about her. Like, I was like, we wrote a song about you. She's like, oh, because they can hear us jamming all day long, and they don't care, and so they're great. And but it was pretty funny.
She's probably always wanted that. Every day she's out there guarding, she's hearing you guys jam, and she's like, one of these days those guys are gonna write a song about me. Sure enough.
She's like, I don't garden, but I can edge. I'll just keep edging, I guess, until they notice. Well, I like that part in the song, though, because that song's kind of like a two-part song, and it paints, the beginning sort of paints this peaceful picture, melancholy sort of picture of just existence, and that's one of the things, gardening.
Right.
It's just got this nice feel to it. We'll play it later.
It's not a song about a guy stalking a woman who gardens, though.
No.
Okay, so I want to get that out there. Thank you for making time out. Again, they're at the Star Theater tonight. Their album is out today, which is great. Make some noise for Current Swell.
Thank you so much.